Have you met her yet? This Helena person? What's she like? Does she remember Frank?
Hi, Mom. Yeah, sure. I met her, and yeah, she's living in Arlbad. You can thank Frank for me again.
I'll remember too, honey. So, what's Arlbad like? Maybe Frank can take me there one day.
It's this seaside resort, Ma, but it isn't what it used to be. You'd be real disappointed.
Maybe you're right. So, when are you coming home? Is that mission all over then?
Not really, Ma. I still haven't found the heir I'm looking for to wrap up the case. Helena Romansky's a kind of detour here.
Listen,
By detour, I think she means we're going to kidnap her and force her to perform a one-woman show in front of a guy who I think might be planning to rape her.
Boss, this
Not 100% on that, but at the very least,
that
he
you've done
is
all
a
you
creepy-looking
can,
guy,
and
so
voila.
it's
Do you want
possible.
me to call him for you?
Ma, please, don't get involved. Looking for Hans Varlberg is what I'm being paid for. But I also just want to find him for myself.
Honestly, you're just as stubborn as your father. Don't complain that your mother didn't warn you.
Don't worry, I won't. It's a real honor to meet you, Madame Romansky. People have told me so much about you.
People still talk about me. Oh dear.
Of course. Everyone tells me how wonderful you were. How you were one of the greatest singers of the century.
Ah, so I was, my dear. But surely you didn't come here just to dig up the past.
Strange. I get the impression that Hans Vorarlberg turned up here, too.
You know Hans Vorarlberg?
Not exactly. I'm looking for him to sort out this inheritance case. But I've had to snoop around in his past a bit to get on his trail, and I guess he's kind of a close friend now. You knew him, didn't you?
Oh, yes. I knew Hans Vorarlberg. Do you hear, James? Ah, if you had the chance to meet Hans, my Hans. Oh my God, what has become of him? Where is he?
As questions go, madam, that one is not without certain complications.
I'm sorry, but I have no idea. That's the goal of my mission, to find Hans Vorarlberg. That's why I have to get back to my train as quickly as possible and to get out of Komkalsgrad.
And you cannot find him without the train?
The train is one of his last inventions. So is Oscar, the automaton engineer. I get the feeling that the two of them are going to lead me to him.
Did you hear that, James? I might see Hans again. I have dreamed so long of meeting my dearest sweetheart again. Oh, if only I could sing. If only I were in Paris, I would ask George for that miracle cocktail. The one that only he knew how to make. Wouldn't I, James?
Yes, madam.
Do
As you
that.
have frequently said, without that famous cocktail, your French tour would have probably been cancelled.
I don't understand.
An extraordinary tale, my dear. It was December, and it was terribly cold and damp. I had to play the role of Tatiana that evening at the opera. But since the morning, I had lost my voice. It drove me completely mad with worry. I don't know how George, the barman at the Moritz Hotel, heard about my affliction, but he brought me up a cocktail that he had invented, a strange concoction. But it turned out to be a miracle cure. My voice returned to me in an instant.
That's amazing. That's just what we need. We're going to mix you up a cocktail.
Ah, my dear child. It is impossible. George never told me the recipe of the drink. He loved to keep his trade secrets. He said it made him absolutely irreplaceable.
Well, I'm going to get George to tell me. He hasn't yet met with my powers of persuasion. I'll let you get a bit of rest. Thank you for listening to me.
It was a real pleasure, my child. You are a charming young lady, and simply talking to you has warmed my soul.
And here we start doing the hardest puzzle of this game. And it's basically making that cocktail for her, which you have to, call this one place and then they make it for you and all this stupid crap. And they don't make it for you, but they tell you the recipe and stuff, and you have to really do it in that order. And it's kind of stupid, because if you don't add, it is very sensitive, where if you literally don't add shaved ice to it, or crushed ice, whatever it is, I think it's shaved. If you don't add shaved ice to it, you cannot. It doesn't work, and it doesn't make any sense. And I mean, in here, I did this the once I was recording this, but I can't remember what happened. I don't know if the footage got bad or something, or what. But I recorded that, and I turned that waterfall. I turned that bath on. I turned it hot, and I did that earlier too. But I forgot about it, and then I spent 2 hours trying to figure out what I did wrong. The honey wasn't working for some reason. And I was like, why is stuff not working? And then I realized I was dumb enough to not remember to actually liquidize the honey. But I mean, the end of this puzzle is you have to know, there's this music sheet thing, you gotta guess and stuff. And I've never gotten that down. I had to use a walkthrough to get it, because I have no idea how to look at that stuff, and every time I do, it really confuses me. And then they give you the sheet. It's up there in the corner right there. I don't need it though. I don't need it. There's that scroll right up there. It tells you and it shows you what liquor, is represented by what piano key, and it's one of those things. It's I don't understand it. I really don't. It confuses me, because it's not set up like that. It's not set up there's only 7 options, or how many of the keys are there. It's not it's set up like that. There's actually like 13 or 14 or 15 options, and they're all along this line, and it's separated by the bass and the treble clef and all that bull crap. And it's really, really, really hard to understand. Well, at least for me. I don't know. If you guys are music majors, go right ahead, do whatever you want. But this puzzle was hard. I couldn't. I had to cheat this one. And I try not to, because it does ruin the game, basically. It makes the game worse, but it's really, really hard otherwise. I couldn't figure it out.
Oh, my God! From what backwater of hell did you find this potion? Are you trying to poison me?
It's a blue Helena.
And see, the thing is, she's all freaking out about it, but it's the same ingredients. It's the right ingredients. It's in the wrong order or something. I can't even remember.
And the aroma,
it's just there's just so much crap. I think it's
it's
shaved ice, lemon, or shaved ice, honey, lemon, like that. You got to do it. You have to really do it in a certain order. And if you don't do it in that order,
my child.
Right.
And it's
I guess I'll try out another mix.
You just spend all this time guessing and checking and pretending you know how to read a music sheet.
It's that.
See, I think the problem is the fact that it's the alcohol, because I don't know what order to hit them, because I don't know, it's weird. But they gave you the order. You got to do, vodka, something else, and something else. Oh man, but it's just I hate these keys. It's just I have no clue what to do. That's why you've got to cheat. That's how you do that thing. Yatta! That's right, because I'm king.
My God, that is atrocious. Horrific. It was too good to be true. George's blue Helena is powerless. Ineffective on the voice of an old woman.
But your voice is perfect. Don't be so down on yourself. You just need to warm up a bit, that's all. After all these years, it's to be expected.
No, I am very grateful for all your efforts, but really, I cannot go on stage with such a puny, pathetic voice. My performance would be so poor. I would get such bad reviews.
You've just got to
She
get your
knows.
confidence
We have
back.
told her that
Hasn't
one
she,
guy
James?
wants to see her.
I
This-
must concur,
why are you
madam.
up for this,
it sounds
woman?
to me like your voice
How
is
can you
fully
do this? You
restored.
should know better than that.
James,
I mean,
be quiet.
I know
You
it's
are
a
a
desperate
sniveling
attempt because you
little
want to be back in the spotlight, but you should know this is gonna earn. This will not end well.
My voice.
Whoa, you see that, man? She might be Superman. He really is Superman. Look at it break that glass.
God, what have I done? My voice has returned. Did you hear that, James? My voice has returned.
Your voice is still as magnificent as ever, madam. But please don't forget, you're no spring chicken these days. Time has taken its toll.
And you're not the toy boy you once were either, James. I hope you have fun on your own.
Madam, leaving you is quite out of the question.
Don't be stupid, James. What would you do there? Your place is here. You must prepare my return.
Madam, I won't insist. Adventure is not an integral part of my action functionalities. Maybe you're right, madam. As ever.
Do I understand correctly that you're going to go with me to Comcalsgrad?
You do, my dear. We're going on tour, my dear. Anchors away.
I'll go back to the airship to prepare my departure. You can join me there when you're ready.
James, take me to my room. I must prepare. Quick, quick! What are you waiting for? My fans are waiting for me.
Are you sure you're sure about this, madam?
Shut
This could turn out
up,
to be
James.
quite
and
a
put
terrible
your foot on
mishap.
it.
I don't want to see you hurt, madam. Oh, she's going to die.